Welcome to Grammar.Galore. This is Habibullah, an ESL instructor at TLA. Viewers, today's topic of discussion is the first tense of future family, the third family in tenses chapter, that is future family. And the first tense of future family is simple future tense. So we'll be discussing simple future tense. In the previous video, last time we discussed past perfect continuous tense, the last tense of past family. So till now we have covered 8 tenses, from simple present tense till past perfect continuous tense. 8 tenses and 2 families have been covered. Today we'll be discussing simple future tense. The first tense of future family, it has its own positive structure for positive sentences, negative structure for negative sentences, and interrogative sentence structure for questions for interrogative sentences. So we'll be following all these 3 structures to make 3 types of sentences. पॉजिटिव जुमले जोड़ावल लपारा बा मुस्बत स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करो, मुस्बत जुमलो लपारा मनफी जुमले जोड़ावल लपारा मनफी स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करो, और सवालिया जुमले जोड़ावल लपारा बा सवालिया स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करो. So we'll be discussing all these 3 one by one. The positive structure of simple future tense is that it takes subject and helping verb well or be going to, one of them. Both of them are used to help the verb in future tenses. Both of them talks about future times. So we can either use well or be going to. Plus base form of verb, because they are auxiliary verbs, helping verbs. In future tense we use base form of verb and rest of the sentence that covers time period or the remaining part of the sentence that can either be object, complement or predicate. So for example we say he will meet his friends tomorrow. Sabata. Now we are talking about a future time in a future action. So we follow the future structure to make a positive sentence, like he is the subject plus well is our helping verb, and he is our base form of verb plus his friends tomorrow is a list of the sentence. This is how we create a positive sentence using simple future tense. We can use be going to instead of well, like he is going to meet his friends tomorrow. So either well or be going to, one of them can be used to make a positive sentence using simple future tense. Next is negative structure, subject plus well or be going to. These are helping verbs plus not, adverb of negation, which can be used with either well or with either be going to turn the sentence negative, plus base form of the verb plus rest of the sentence, like he won't meet his friends tomorrow or he will not meet his friends tomorrow. So if now if you see we have subject plus well plus not, helping verb plus a verb of negation not plus meet is base form of verb plus rest of the sentence. This is how we can construct a negative example using simple future tense. You can also turn this to will not or won't to be going to, like he is not going to meet his friends tomorrow. So not in be going to will be used with be, with is or. This is how we can just make a negative sentence with be going to using simple future tense. Now how can we turn these sentences to question, to interrogative one? So we use helping verbs well or be going to before the subject. Subject comes after helping verbs plus base form of verb plus rest of the sentence, and then we use a question mark, like will he meet his friends tomorrow? So here will is used as helping verb followed by the subject, followed by the base form of verb, and followed by the rest of the sentence, and then we use a question mark. We can also use be going to हम इस्तेमाल वाली शूट सवाल जोड़ो लबारा दबे बजे. Like we can simply say Is he going to meet his friends tomorrow? So the subject then will come in the middle of be and going here. This is how we can make a question using be going to in simple future tense. Now, case one or definition of simple future tense is that simple future tense shows an action which will or won't or will not happen at a particular time or specific time in the future. Simple future tense mumdana se action khaycha agaba waqi ya wa nawaqi by a fast time to future ki. Now, it talks about an action that will or won't happen at a specific time period in the future. Like how in the graph we can literally say that we have past time, present time, and future. So it shows an action which will or will not happen at a specific time, in the future. Now, this action means your past time ki waqi for future. Like India is going to play against Pakistan next week. India versus Pakistan khilaf look theta. Now the action is planned, so the action will happen at a particular time in the future. Next week is a specific time. Tomorrow is a specific time, a particular time. Instead of be going to, you can also use will. India will play against Pakistan next week. But in this case, since it's an old planned action, it's an already planned, like cricket are already schedulized before they are being played. So schedule is issued first. So for an old planned action, be going to is better in this example than will. Because will is used for newly decided actions, for newly planned actions. After this, we'll be discussing the difference between will and be going to. So this is all about the definition of simple future tense and its positive, negative, and interrogative structures through which we can make positive, negative, and interrogative sentences. Now, the next thing is the difference between will and be going to in simple future tense, or the difference between two auxiliary verbs, a modal auxiliary verb and a semi-modal auxiliary verb. That are used both in simple future tense. The first usage of will is that it is used for predictions, like according to weather reports, it will rain tomorrow. So according to weather reports, it will rain tomorrow. Now it will rain tomorrow, we are talking about weather where we are predicting something. And the prediction is that it will rain tomorrow. So will here is used for prediction of rain tomorrow. So be going to is also used for predictions. Even be going to is used for predictions, like according to the weather reports, it is going to rain tomorrow. So be going to is also used for future predictions. So you can either use will for future predictions or be going to. Both are the same in this first case. The second difference is that will is used to show new planned action, an action which is newly planned or an action which is newly decided. For example, I will meet you next week. I'm promising with somebody right now that I will meet you next week. So here will is used for promise in the future. Now, here will shows a new planned action, an action which is newly planned or an action which is planned right now, but it will take place in the future next week. So it is used for new planned actions, and be going to is used for old planned actions, actions which have already been planned in the past, and we say or repeat them now, and they will occur in the future. Like, why did you buy this paint? It is already planned now. I am going to paint my bedroom. I am going to paint my bedroom. So here, M or be going to is used to show an old planned action, an action which has already been planned. Now, well, new planned action la para se malegi action chaga osus plan chimi او be going to چې دا old plan action لپاره استعمالېږي چې هغه مخکې نه پلان شوي اوس بیان شي او future کې به واقع کېږي. The third difference is that it is used for willingness. well چې دی هغه رضامندي لپاره استعمالېږي چې موږ یو کار لپاره خپل رضامندي وښیو، خپل wish وښیو، desire وښیو. So it is used for willingness, desire. The phone is ringing. I will get it. It means it's my willingness. It is my desire to stay and answer the phone. So will is used to show willingness in this example. Be going to is not used for willingness. Be going to does not show willingness. We cannot show our desire by using be going to there. The third difference is that it is used for promise. Will is used to make a promise, like I promise I will learn completely. I will learn English completely. So promise, will here makes a promise that will occur in the future. Be going to is not used to make promise or for promise. We cannot promise to be going to. The fifth or the last difference is that it is used to make request. Well, through well word could we can make requests. Like for example, will you bring me a glass of water? So well here is used to make a request. Will you bring me a glass of water? Well, darkhast لپاره استعمالول شو. Well کوم darkhast کول شو. Be going to is not used to make request. Be going to سره نو request نشو کولای. So these are the differences. Like خواهش لپاره چې دا be going to نه خای. Promise لپاره چې be going to نه خای. Our request لپاره چې be going to نه خای. These are the differences between will and be going to in English grammar and specifically in simple future tense. So this is all about simple future tense and the difference between will and be going to. Viewers, thanks for watching. Wish you all best of luck and stay for further videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.